Hey everyone, it's David with Layer 2 Computers. In this little emergency video, I just wanted to go over the WanaCryptor, or the WanaCry virus that's been going around, or ransomware. Basically, I'm just going to kind of go over what it is, kind of some facts surrounding it, and then also, prevention and that type of stuff. So, number one, the WanaCry ransomware basically gets a hold of your computer and encrypts your files and demands payment. So kind of like on the screen here, it pops up with this. And basically it's telling you that you have about 2 days to pay $300, or if you don't pay $300 then it actually goes up, and then eventually after it goes up enough then your files will supposedly be lost and not be able to be retrieved. So they require a payment in Bitcoin, which essentially Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency, so it's an online currency that you can use to transfer money around the globe for free with no fees or anything like that, but that's a whole other topic. So this is kind of the main screen that you'll get, and then also kind of another symptom is this screen right here, which shows up on your desktop and says, oops, your important files are encrypted, basically scaring you into, hopefully, they want you to pay their money, and they want to collect those bitcoins from you. So the WanaCry in ransomware has, affected anywhere from 200,000 to 500,000 computers. And since it uses Bitcoin, you can actually trace every transaction. So people have been able to track down that they've made just about $50,000, which for encrypting that many computers really isn't that much money, but hey, whatever works for them. I don't agree with it, but that's what they do. But here's some kind of facts to go along with it. It's considered a worm because it spreads automatically through a vulnerability that they have discovered or rediscovered. Basically, it leaked through the NSA, and it was one of their exploits that they were using. It affects every computer from Windows XP all the way up to Windows 10 and even the server operating systems. So with all of my clients, we did some patching actually last month that cleaned up this vulnerability, which happens all the time. I mean, these things are always being found, but this one was just taken advantage of really quickly. So with our services on the virus-free PC or the worry-free PC, you guys have already been updated weeks ago, so nothing to worry about there. But for anyone who's not on those services, we're going to look at how to clean up, well, not clean up, but how to make sure that your computer is secured through it, through Windows Update, and just make sure it's all good to go there. The other way that it spreads is via email. So you might, that whole watch your attachments, just don't open up random emails, that type of thing, obviously still stands with any of these viruses going around nowadays. Hopefully everyone's pretty cautious with that kind of stuff, but just something to think about that, be extra careful and not to open up any attachments or anything like that. Now, let's say you were to get infected. Really the only ways to get your files back are either pay them, which there's really no guarantee, and I haven't really heard too many cases of that working, but if you do pay them, sometimes you get your files back, or just pull your files from a backup. So any of our clients on the worry-free PC, I mean, they're obviously protected because they have our cloud backup service, which makes copies of all their files and puts them onto the internet in our secure cloud servers up there. But if you don't have that, something else you can do is, back up your files onto a thumb drive, keep it physically disconnected from your computer. You could set up, different online backup services out there. And then the other thing you always want to do to keep yourself protected is just to make sure that you're up to date on your Windows updates. So you can just go to here and Start menu down here in the corner, and then type in Update. And that's going to pull up something. I'm on Windows 10 right now, so it's going to say check for updates, but you're just going to click there and go in here and then just hit check for updates. So while that's going, I know the system is secure, so I'm not too worried about it, but if you do have updates available, definitely install those as soon as you can, and that will help keep you secure from those. So again, just make sure Windows is updated, and then also just watch out for your attachments, and you should be good to go. Now, the other thing that this virus does, though, because it's a worm, it spreads automatically on your network. So if one computer gets infected, there is a really high chance your other computers are going to get infected. So just make sure to watch out for that and be aware of that. If it does happen, just turn off that computer immediately, turn off all your other computers, and you need to call a professional. And then, for protection in the future, make sure you have a really good antivirus protection. Obviously, with our protection, our worry-free PC and virus-free PC, we make sure all that's good to go. But, if you don't have that, that's okay. Just make sure you trust your antivirus. and then just really watch those attachments, and you should be good to go. One more thing that I forgot to add during the initial recording of the video is that initially there was a kill switch that a security researcher did find, and he did activate that, and it stopped the spreading of it for about, I don't know, a couple of hours. But then the virus authors got smart, and they then disabled that feature and pushed the new one out to everyone. And so then that kill switch is no longer valid. So just something to think about that you may have seen in the news about the kill switch, but it's no longer a valid way to stop the virus or anything like that. So hopefully that kind of clears up some confusion around the WanaCry ransomware, and let us know in a comment below or shoot us an email. Let us know if you have any questions or if you have any issues. Thanks.